Hello, we are discussing about GATE 1993 ECE paper, and this question is related to analog circuits. In a transistor push-pull amplifier, A. There is no DC component present in the output. B. There is no distortion in the output. C. There are no even harmonics in the output. D. There are no odd harmonics in the outputs. So transistor push-pull amplifier, the name is going to be saying it will be consisting of two transistors, and one is going to be, whenever one is on, the other is going to be off. This is a simple push-pull amplifier circuit. A simple transistor push-pull amplifier circuit. Here there are two transistors Q1 and Q2, and input signal, if you are applying sinusoidal signal, at that time output is, we are expecting a sinusoidal signal, but it will be a slightly gets distorted. Now push-pull, the name has come in this way that whenever Q1 is going to be on, at that time Q2 will be in the off condition, and whenever Q2 is going to be on, Q1 will be in the off condition. So one is on, the other will be off. That's why one is push and the other is pull. And if you are observing, whenever the transistor is on, at that time corresponding collector current flows. That corresponding collector current is going to be making output voltage, and that is going to be giving power with respect to the current, and that will be driven to the loudspeaker. So if you observe the total collector current, that is nothing but IC is equal to, you can get it as IC1 minus IC2. IC1 is collector current of Q1 when it is on, IC2 is nothing but collector current of Q2 when it is on. And during positive half cycle, Q1 on, Q2 off, and during negative half cycle, Q1 off, Q2 on. Okay, we are not going to discuss the operation, we are only discussing about the harmonics. So if you are applying a sinusoidal signal, okay, at that time, if your output is also consisting of same sinusoidal signal, that is nothing but without distortion, at that time the same frequency you will get at the output side, but somehow the output is going to be gets distorted. If the output is gets distorted, that is because of transistor non-linearity or other circuit elements also. So whenever it has done, at that time we can say there are harmonics are going to be introduced in the outputs. Okay, if the output of an amplifier is not a complete sinusoidal signal, then the output is said to be in the distorted, and the amplifier is going to be considered as non-linear. And this distortion can be analyzed using Fourier analysis. Fourier analysis will be consisting of two things. One is Fourier series, the other is Fourier transform. Fourier series is used for the periodic signals, whereas Fourier transform is used for the aperiodic signal. Okay, both Fourier analysis are going to be using. For periodic signals, by using Fourier series, we can get the harmonics present in that signal along with fundamental harmonic, and Fourier transform is used to get the harmonics of the signal along with the fundamental frequency. So this is Fourier transform used for the aperiodic, and Fourier series used for the periodic. Now look at this one. By using Fourier series, any distorted periodic waveform can be broken down into frequency components. Okay, and these components are called as harmonics of fundamental frequency. Harmonics is nothing but simply integer multiples of fundamental frequency. That is, if fundamental frequency is f, at that time first harmonic is 1 into f, second harmonic 2 into f, third harmonic 3 into f, fourth harmonic 4 into f, and 1 and 3 harmonics, that is first and third harmonics, are called as odd harmonics, second and fourth are called even harmonics. And not only 4, you can go for the 5, 6, 7, like infinite number of harmonics will be present. But what happens is, as the harmonic is going to be increases, okay, then magnitude of its effect is going to be reduces. So number of harmonics, so second harmonic magnitude of second harmonic is larger compared to third harmonic, compared to fourth harmonic, like this. So as you are going for the higher harmonics, at that time they will be having least effect on the waveform. So generally we will neglect the higher harmonics. We will only consider the second and third harmonics, which will be having more effect on the output, so that the output gets distorted only because of these two things. Okay, other harmonics will have very less effect, so that they can be neglected. If a output waveform consisting of second and third harmonics, at that time that has more distortion. If it has only second harmonic or third harmonic, then the output is somewhat less distorted. Based on this idea, push-pull amplifier works. Push-pull amplifier doesn't contain even harmonics. It contains only third harmonic. It doesn't contain second harmonic. So that the output waveform is going to be consisting of less distorted compared to other power amplifiers. So now we'll see how it is going to be happens. So let the base currents IB1 and IB2 of transistors T1 and T2 respectively. IB1 is IB sin omega t, because Q1 is on during positive half cycle, whereas Q2 is on negative half cycle. So that negative half cycle is nothing but omega t plus pi we are writing. It is positive half cycle, that is same as sinusoidal signal. It is 180 degrees phase shifted sinusoidal signal. IB1 and IB2, IB sin omega t plus pi. Magnitude is same because both are going to be identical transistors with the circuitry. With respect to circuitry also they are identical. Next, if we know IB1 and IB2, at that time we can write the collector currents. If there is no distortion, you will get the collector current as IC1 is equal to IC sin omega t. IC sin omega t, IC2 is equal to IC sin omega t plus pi. But since the output gets distorted, at that time we are going to write using Fourier series. Okay, using Fourier series we are going to express them in terms of harmonics. So by using Fourier series, any periodic signal can be converted into DC component and the AC components present, that is harmonics along with fundamental frequency. So IC1 can be represented in this way. IC1 is equal to IC plus I1 sin omega t plus I2 sin 2 omega t, I3 sin 3 omega t. 2 omega t is second harmonic, 3 omega t is third harmonic. IC2 is also same thing. IC plus I1 sin omega t plus pi, I2 sin 2 omega t plus pi, 3 omega t plus pi. But this can be written as this 2 if you are taking inside, at that time it will become 2 pi, 3 if you are taking 3 pi. So we can write it as 2 pi is nothing but same as 360 degrees, that is you can write it as I2 sin 2 omega t, and this will become minus I3 sin 3 omega t. So even harmonics will have positive sign and odd harmonics will have negative sign for this IC2. Then the total collector current is nothing but IC1 minus IC2. So that positive harmonic, whatever the positive sign harmonics, they will get subtracted from the IC1, so that no even harmonics will present. Only odd harmonics you are going to get 2I1 sin omega t plus 2I3 sin 3 omega t. Next 2I5 sin 5 omega t, like this you will get. So that what we can say is nothing but the output waveform doesn't contain any even harmonic terms as well as DC component. So the answer for this question is push-pull amplifier doesn't contain even harmonics as well as no DC present in the output. But we cannot say this one because DC can be introduced because of transistor secondary or some other components. So this is more accurate answer, that is perfect answer is nothing but C. But somewhat if you can say from the derivation, A is also right answer. A and C are going to be right answers. And before 1996, before GATE 1996, the answers can have the questions have multiple answers. So here the answer is going to be A and C. There are no even harmonics and there is no DC present. Thank you.